Okay, so in, when was it? October of 2023, I started my channel as Dan H411 Guitar Lessons. And my free course still out there at tinyurl.com/danh411. But in the past couple of weeks, I've rebranded everything to just pick up the guitar and go. So you can also go to get the free course at justpickuptheguitarandgo.com. Pretty cool, huh? Because I keep saying that, right? I keep saying just pick up the guitar and go. And I went on Google and I went on all these different places. I said, let me see if that's a unique catchphrase to me, and it is. So so I said, let me go ahead and use that, right? Just pick up the guitar and go.com. And if you go on over there, you get a free course, free 7-day course. And then I said, well, in this whole rebranding process, I'm not going to have time to make, some of my, larger, better quality lessons, because that takes a lot of time. It is very time consuming. If you're making YouTube content, then you know that just throwing a lapel mic on, which I don't have right now, and then running that through a processor and getting that off an SD card and putting that into the video program and syncing it up with the video, and it's just a pain in the butt. So I wanted to make some quick videos, and I still want to keep the channel very professional, so I'm going back to that after these micro lessons. And I wanted to make some videos that I could go ahead and put out there in the meantime while I'm working on the rebranding and all that stuff. So get my course, just pickuptheguitarandgo.com, and hang out with me until we get to season 2, because we just finished up season 1. That's what I'm going to call season 1. All those lessons prior to this, where I was working on trying to figure out exactly what I wanted the channel to be, and now moving into season 2, which will come after the micro lessons, where I'm going to make everything more professional and go back to all that. And what was the point of all this? I was just letting you I was just giving you a little bit of history of what's going on. So in the last 7 lessons, we talked about the 7 shapes of the G major scale. A Bob Ross chord right there, right? There's another one. And then we go into this one. And then number 7 is that weird, doesn't even sound like it sounds right. That's your Locrian mode. Right? But that's your 7th position. And then it goes back into Aeolian, which is... And I can't even play. I got these big old sausage fingers. I need like a... Anyway, it goes back into your G major. So we're going to take the 6th shape of the major scale, which is your E natural minor, or your Aeolian shape. And we're just going to move that whole thing back to the 3rd fret. And now instead of being G major, it's G minor. So we're going to be at G minor, and we're going to play your 1st shape of the G minor scale. And over the next 7 lessons, we're going to talk about all 7 shapes of the G minor scale. But I'm going to do something a little bit different in this one. I'm going to show you the 3-note per string shapes instead of the box shapes. So this is where you got to put in a little homework. If you're like, well, what's the box shape for that one? Go back to the other lesson. Like, this is going to be the G minor scale. And this is going to be the 6th shape of the G, or the 6th shape of a major scale. We won't say the G major scale. The 6th shape of a major scale. So if this is the 6th shape, then next one will be the 7th shape, next will be the 1st shape, 2nd shape, 3rd shape, 4th shape, and 5th shape. So you can go back and you can look at the shapes, because that's what I show in my free course. Just pick up the guitar and go.com, my free course. I show you how to say, oh, well, that shape, if I just move it to this scale position, or if I just move it down here, or if I just move it up here, then all of a sudden it becomes a different mode, or it becomes a different scale shape, or I can put it in a different key, right? So you got to do a little bit of homework, and you go back and forth and think about things, because what do you call it? I'm not sure what you know and what you don't know. So I want to show you some things that I think are interesting, and then you got your homework to do where you can go watch the other lessons and things like that, but get that good foundational course with my free course, and you can see what I'm talking about. And I've been doing these straight in a row, so I'm getting a little dry mouth here. So I'm going to finish this one up real quick, and I'm going to get a glass of water, and then I'll continue on. I'm going to go and get all these done today, So if you're watching this on the 8th day, which is the 8th week of this, then just know that I did all these in one day, and in the in-between time, I'm working on new lessons for season 2 of Just Pick Up the Guitar and Go. So this is your A minor shape, and your first position of the A minor scale is going to be that 1 3 4 1 3 4 1 3 1 2 4 1 2 4 1 3 4 shape. That's your box shape. But we're going to go ahead and look at it as 3-note per string. So this is what I want you to play right here. So on the 6th string, we're playing 3 5 7. Sorry, 3 5 6 3 5 6 on the 6th and the 5th strings. 3 5 6 3 5 6. Then 3 5 7 on the 4th string. 3 5 7 on the 3rd string. 4 6 8 on the 2nd string, and 5 6 8 on the 1st string, right? And that's 3-note per string. Okay, it's not any different from the box shape, except when you get to the 1st string, you add a couple of notes. But it's going to allow you to play a different, way. Like your technique can change when you get into the 3-note per string shapes. I often focus on the box shapes because that's kind of what I always gravitate back towards. But I want you to expand your vocabulary. So those 3-note per string shapes are going to help you do that. So we'll keep looking at all those. And again, if you want to see the box shapes, then look at the Aeolian shape in the major lesson scales, in the major scale lessons, and then you'll see what it looks like there. Okay, so 3-note per string shape going forward. And if you want to get my free course and kind of understand this stuff a little bit better, I do go into the box shapes in the free course. It's at justpickuptheguitarandgo.com, and I will see you in the next one.